What's up, everybody? It's just Mike here, bringing you another episode of Pokemon Showdown, the only series on YouTube that I do because I don't have my capture card yet. So, yesterday I was using the team coming for that booty, and we got shenanigans. We got a little bit of shenanigans going on. We had the Espeon, we had the Baton Pass crew. We had a lot of Baton Passers, actually. That's something. Anyway, we're gonna go at this with a fresh mind. We're gonna go and look for a battle. Now, I am doing this in bulk recording because I do not have time on Tuesday when this goes up. Today is actually Monday morning. And this guy has a Tentacruel. He has a Togekiss. I almost said Totodile. That's great. He has a Jolteon. He has a Volcarona, a Garchomp, and a Breloom. A Doomloom. All right, buddy. I am giving mad respect to this guy. I'm going to go for the Mamoswine to start. Because, what can Mamoswine take out? Mamoswine can probably take out the Breloom. He can definitely take out the Garchomp. He can take out the Volcarona. He can go for the Jolteon. He can go for that, and he can't go for that. So I'm going to go for the Mamoswine. He can actually take out everything. My phone just vibrated. I don't care. I'm going to go straight for the... Am I going to go for the Stealth Rock? Maybe. He might go for a Paralyze. I don't want him to Paralyze. So I'm going to go for a Stealth Rock. I'm going to... Gonna go for a Stealth Rock. He's gonna take his time. He's gonna go right out into the Tentacruel. That's fine. He's probably going to Rapid Spin away the rocks, but that's fine because I'm just gonna Earthquake. He has a massive weakness to Mamoswine. Mamoswine takes out his entire team. Oh my goodness. Down goes the Tentacruel. Those rocks aren't going anywhere. He's gonna bring out the Volcarona because he just wants to give it away. He doesn't like Volcarona anymore, so it's going down. Wow, his entire team is so weak to rocks. I feel bad for him now. I didn't mean rocks, I meant Mamoswine. No, that's fine. That's Mamofine. Yeah. So he's gonna take his time. I've just already started the timer. No, I have not started the timer. Oh. Well, he's gonna leave because the entire team is weak to Mamoswine. Jolteon could do nothing. Togekiss would die to an icicle crash. Garchomp would probably die to an ice shard. Breloom would die to an icicle crash, probably. Alright, so we're just gonna consider that a win. We're gonna go for a second battle real quick. That was a quick one. Alright, we might get 3 battles in today, and you know what? Since I've said it, now we have to do it. Because that's the rule. Okay, so that's an interesting set. Wow, everybody's in the air. Everybody's in the air. So we've got a Vivillon, a Talonflame, I'm going to be setting up rocks the first thing I do. He's got a Defogger, though. He's got a Mandibuzz, he's got a Charizard, he's got a Dragonite, and he has a Gliscor. Now, this Charizard is most likely a Charizard Y, because he already has a Dragonite as his Dragon. Although he does have 2 Fire Flying types. Main goal is to take out the Mandibuzz. Let's go for the Megalakazam. Nope, we're just going to go for the Hitmonlee first. He's going to send out the Charizard. This is actually a good time to check if it's a Charizard Y or not. I'm going to go for the Makeout. Good. The Faken's going to do a little bit of damage. It's going to flinch. And now I'm going to get the Unburden now. I'm going to go for a Blaze Kick in the Sun, actually might do more than a high... No. Why would it do more than a high jump kick? Because it's not very effective. This is also not very effective. I don't know numbers. I'm going to go for high jump kick. That's actually going to do a quite nifty amount, but so is that. That's going to actually take me out. Do I have any non-weakened priority? Yes, I do. I have my Gourgeist. Gourgeist can actually probably take this out. I'm going to go ahead and try. I'm going to go for a Shadow Sneak. And he's going to switch. No, it's not going to take him out. I was so sure. Gonna go into Big Mama. Gonna go for an Ice Shard. His entire team's weak to Ice Shard. Wonder if he's gonna switch out. Wouldn't that be great if he just switched out into Dragonite? Oh! A weakness policy though. Oh, Ice in the Sun. Ice in the Sun. Ooh, your exchange tree is not gonna kill, son. Not gonna kill, son! Your Dragonite's going down! Alright. Okay. We're gonna go... Feeling good about that. I'm gonna switch into my Navi. Okay, he's definitely going to go for a Brave Bird. We know this. I'm going to go into my Navi. He's going to go for a Brave Bird. That's going to all but take me out. That did a lot of damage. He has Life Orb? That's interesting. I'm going to go for a Protect. He probably knows that's coming, but he's going to go for it anyway. Yep, all right. That's okay. That's okay. This floor just is going down. I'm just kind of stalling him out. Gonna go for a Wish, just in case. Obviously not. So he is going to lose a lot of HP because of his Life Orb, which means I can now go into my Mama Mamo, or I can go into my Swooty. Now, here's the question. Post in the comments if I want to be coming for that Bodhi, or if I want the Mama. I'm gonna go for the Mama. I'm gonna go for an Ice Shard. I'm going to go for an Ice Shard. He's just going to take me out. He's going to lose a lot of HP, though. That's fine. That's fine in my book. I'm going to go for a Bullet Punch, and he's going to switch right out into the Glass Score, which can take it like a champ. I'm going to go for the Toxic. What? Okay. Well, I'm going to consider that a loss. He did leave. He forfeited. He probably had to go. His teacher probably caught him playing Pokemon Showdown in class, and he was like, hey, you need to write this equation up on the board. So he exited his match, but I was more than likely going to lose. He could just Protect stall me with Gliscor. I'm going to consider that a 1-1 for today, but because I said we're going to go for a third battle, we're going to go for a third battle. See, now I think that's probably the best way to win. That's the most humble way to win, honestly. Just leave. I mean, I'm never going to do it because why would I do that? But have fun. All right, so we've got a Mamoswine. We've got a Infernape. We've got a Aegislash. We've got a Venusaur, probably a Mega Venusaur, which I don't like Mega Venusaur. Oh, we've got a Crawdon. We've got a Latias. This is actually close. Well, no. This is 1/3 of what I've just made my team. Let's go into... I can either go into my Ollie, I can go into my Big Mama, excuse me, Mama? Hey, ma'am. Or I can go into my Alakazam. I'm going to go into my Ollie, thinking that he's going to send out something with priority. I'm going to go for a Fake Out. He might switch into his Aegislash at this point, because Aegislash is just kind of the thing to do. He's going to flinch. Now, I could go for the high jump kick and do the stab, but if I go for the Earthquake, if he switches into Infernape, he's going to take damage. If he switches into Aegislash, damage, no damage for the Latias, but I'm going to go ahead and think that he's not going to switch into the Latias. He's not even going to switch at all. He's going to go for the Earthquake and completely take me out. So that's a thing. Let's go into the Alakazam. Yeah. And let's just go for a Psyshock. Mega Evolution Psyshock. Let's go. What you gonna do? Hey, you. What you gonna do? He's gonna go for an Ice Shard to get a little bit more damage off before he goes down. Now he's going to probably go into maybe his Aegislash? No, his Infernape. All right. Well, I can actually deal with an Infernape quite well. He probably has the Fake Out. I kind of want to go into my Pumpkin, but I'm going to go into my Pumpkin. He's got the Life Orb, goes for the U-turn, actually. Wow, that is interesting. He would have died to a thing. But that's okay, because now I can go for the Will-O-Wisp. This is actually giving me a very good time to... Okay, well, you know what? Sure. He's going to go for a Swords Dance. He's going to pretty much equal out at nothing. He's going to go for another Swords Dance, because why not? He's going to lose HP to Leech Seed and Burn at this point. Now I'm just going to go for a Shadow Sneak. Wonder if he's going to go for a King Shield. Nope, he's not going to go for a King Shield. Now he's going to switch and go for a Shadow Claw. That's going to completely take me out due to crit. Fine. But now I am going to just kind of Protect stall him out. I'm going to Wish Stall him. I'm going to go out into my Navi. I'm going to Protect to scout out what he's going to do first. I could have wished. I could wish. I don't want to cancel it. Nope, he is going to go for a Shadow Claw. I'm going to get my Leech Seed HP, and he's going to get the burn damage. I'm going to go for a Wish. He's going to go for a Shadow Claw. That's actually not going to completely do as much as I thought it would, which is good, because next turn, I can just Protect, get my Wish energy back, my Wish HP, and he's going to die to his burn. Yep, there's the Shadow Claw. I get my HP back, all of it because of leftovers. He's going to lose to Leech Seed, he's going to lose to burn, and then he's going to go down. Hey, baby. All right, so Venusaur is going to come out, and I am going to be in a little bit of trouble. So I'm going to go into my Skiazor. He's going to Mega Evolve and go for the Leech Seed. Now, he's not, or he didn't go for the Sleep Powder, which I'm very happy about. I'm going to go for the U-turn. Hopefully he doesn't go for the Sleep Powder. If he goes for the Sleep Powder, he's a better player than me. No, he's going to go for a Giga Drain. He's a worse player than me. I'm going to go for... I don't want to say he's a worse player than me. That's actually not very nice. I'm going to switch out into my Raisin Bran because I can just Psyshock this guy to death unless he switches out into his Crawdont, which I don't want him to do, but we'll see if he does it. If he does switch out into Latios, then I can go for a Shadow Ball. So, I mean, this Alakazam can pretty much take on anything that his team has at this point. Because I've got the Shadow Ball, I've got the Focus Blast, I've got the Hidden Power Fire. Psyshock does take down the Mega Venusaur. The Infernape comes out. Last time he did that, he went for a U-turn, and I believe I'm way faster than him, so I'm going to go ahead and take him out. Now he can either send out the Latios, which I can Shadow Ball, or the Crawdont, which I can Focus Blast. Let's see which one he wants to happen first. He's going to send out the Crawdont, which I'm just going to Focus Blast to death. I'm going to miss, of course, because why not? Gotta make it interesting, right? Gotta make it interesting. I'm going to go for the Florges, because I think I can live any one hit, and I'm going to go for a Moonblast. I am definitely going to go for a Moonblast. That Crawdont is done, and the Latios is going to come out, which I believe I can also Moonblast to death. He's going to Psyshock, which is actually going to do a lot of damage, but nope. Well, so that didn't kill, but it, well, yeah, pretty much. I would probably do the same thing. So that is going to be the game. How much time are we at right now? Let's look over at my timer. We are at 12 minutes. You know what? This is kind of unheard of, but we're going to do one more battle, okay? So I'll see you guys in a sec right after this 40-second timer's up. We're going to go... Actually, you know what? I don't even need to wait. I can just go right into here. I can go for look for a battle. That's the thing about Pokemon Showdown. You can start out multiple battles if you want to. So, he's got a Scolipede because I just love Baton Pass, right? Baton Pass is just best move ever! Alright, so we've got Scolipede, a Heracross, probably a Mega Heracross. We have a Ninjask, a Excadrill, a Azumarill, and a Landorus Therian. I shouldn't have done this match. He's got a glaring weakness to fire, though. A glaring weakness to fire with these four. So, who's going to be putting in work? Ollie's going to be putting in work, and Raisin Bran's going to be putting in work. I'm going to go for the Ollie. He's going to go for a Scolipede. Alright, I'm going to go for a Blaze Kick to start because he could just protect. I don't want him to protect. And I don't know. I honestly don't care about the speed boost right now. So I'm going to go for a Blaze Kick. I wonder why he's doing that. He's just going to go for a stupid Baton Pass. This is actually going to take him out. So, sorry, Scolipede, but your Baton Pass shenanigans aren't going to work today. You got to wake up pretty early to get on with me. I'm going to go for a Blaze Kick. He's going to go for a Substitute as well. This whole, yeah, that's the second speed booster. That's interesting. Now, I wonder if you're going to go for a Swords Dance as well. No, you're going to actually go for Protect, the smart thing to do. You have a Leftovers? Yeah, you do have Leftovers. Okay, so you're going to get +2 speed. What can you do now? You can probably go out into your... who actually wants to take a Blaze Kick? I'm going to go for the Mamoswine. Because I believe that he wants to go out into his Landorus. And I don't want him to go out into his Landorus, so I'm just going to Ice Shard down the Substitution. Substitution's going to go down. For sure, absolutely sure. And he's going to probably want a baton pass into Landorus, I guess. No, he's going to go for a Swords Dance. So the next Ice Shard might actually take him out. No, he's going to go for a Protect just to get up another speed boost and get his leftovers recovery up a little bit more. Just so that he won't die, which he doesn't. He's going to go for the Baton Pass into his Heracross. Ow. Okay. At this point, I think I want a Stealth Rock. Yes, I definitely want a Stealth Rock. He's going to go for the Arm Thrust, which... Oh, right, yes. Heracross Skill Link. Okay. I was happy for a sec because I was like, oh, Big Mama, you can just go for a stupid Focus Sash. You have your Focus Sash. You'll live, whatever. Gonna go for the Hitmonlee. Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm gonna go for the Fake Out, because why not? He's just gonna want to go for his Arm Thrusts or his Rock Blasts, that kind of thing. Maybe his Pin Missile. I'm gonna go for a Blaze Kick. Fully expecting myself to go down. Because everything's gonna hit 5 times. Because I mean that's just what he does. I'm gonna go into my Swooty. And I'm gonna go for the death. I'm just gonna go for the Bullet Punch and hope for a crit or a kill or something. Just a lot of damage. Gonna do a lot of damage. What? Hold on. Living at one. Going for the Bullet Punch, living at one. Going for the Bullet Punch, living at one. Alright. It's gonna go into the Azumarill. I could Bullet Punch again. I think I want to Bullet Punch again because this Scissor's not gonna live. Another switch in. He's gonna go for an Aqua Jet. Aqua Jet Azumarill is actually faster than me. Yeah, okay, wow. I'm gonna go for the original PUMP. He's gonna have the Citrus, so that means he's the Belly Drum variety. So I'm just gonna go for a straight Will-O-Wisp. He has the Ice Punch. This Azumarill has an Ice Punch. That's a thing. I'm gonna go for a Leech Seed. He's gonna go for an Ice Punch, which is not gonna kill next turn. So I'm just gonna start getting my leftovers and my Leech Seed recovery back because I want to. I'm gonna go for a Seed Bomb. I don't care who he switches into. He's not going to switch into anybody, actually. Just going to go for a Seed Bomb. That's actually going to take him out, which I kind of didn't want just so that I could get a little bit more Leech Seed recovery, but, you know, what are you going to do? He's going to get out the Landorus. I'm kind of afraid of, but I can go for a Will-O-Wisp. He's going to go for a Knockoff, which is going to take me out. This Landorus has a Knockoff, which makes me want to switch out into my Raisin Bran, who he does not outspeed, but does a lot of damage to. So, just gonna go for a straight up Psyshock. Yeah. Okay, I gave him Intimidate, actually. Ooh, I traced Intimidate. He crits! No! Alright. Gonna go into the Navi. So now my Navi has to kill off the Landorus, which might happen. The Excadrill, which won't happen. And the Ninjask, which could happen. He's going to switch right out into the Ninjask just to die. Because he wants to make it a closer game. Because it's not a closer game currently. Huh. Well then. Maybe he thought I was going to protect. That makes a lot of sense, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Alright. He's going to go out into Landorus. I'm going to go for the Moonblast. He's going to go for an Earthquake, which is going to do a lot of damage. Ooh, and he has leftovers. That's a thing. Alright, well, down I go. That makes us... I don't even know our score for today. Post in the comments what the score is. I already know it by this point. But those are the games. We played a lot of them. I'm gonna say that it was 2-2. I think we played 4 games, right? I can't remember anymore. It's been 20 minutes. Jeez. Oh, boy. 2-2. This team's doing all right, I guess. I'm not sure how much I'm liking it, but if I were to say right now on Tuesday, between my last week's team, between Heatran level 96, and between Sorry, between Heatran level 96 and between coming for that booty, I'll probably say Heatran level 96 is doing better at this point, in my mind. But either way, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video and you want to see some more. You keep on doing your thing, and I'll be still just Mike. See ya.